Hey everyone, Chris here for iHub. Today we're diving into a retail shakeup. 7 major US stores are struggling as Canadians choose to shop at home. This isn't just a few people skipping a border trip, there's a massive trend underway. With exchange rates, gas prices, and better deals at home, Canadians are skipping the drive and keeping their dollars local. US stores near the border, once packed with Canadian shoppers, are now feeling the pinch. We'll break down which iconic American stores are on the ropes and why this shift is reshaping the industry. Grab a snack, maybe some ketchup chips, and let's see which stores are struggling as Canadians stay home. First up, Macy's, a symbol of American retail, known for its grand parades, festive window displays, and a legacy that stretches back over a century. For generations, Macy's has been more than just a store. It's been a destination, a place where memories are made and traditions are kept alive. It's also been a long-time favorite for cross-border Canadian shoppers, who would make special trips to the US just to experience the deals, the variety, and the excitement of shopping at Macy's. Border Macy's locations, like those in Buffalo, once relied heavily on this Canadian traffic, especially during big sales events like Black Friday or holiday shopping sprees. The influx of Canadian shoppers was a major boost to their bottom line, but now, Canadian department stores like Hudson's Bay and Simon's have stepped up their game, offering similar brands, competitive prices, and a shopping experience that rivals what Macy's once offered across the border. Add in a tough exchange rate, rising travel costs, and the hassle of crossing the border, and suddenly those Macy's deals just don't seem as attractive as they used to. Many Canadian families now find themselves disappointed by higher prices and less value for their money, making them think twice before planning a shopping trip to the US. As a result, Macy's is now facing declining foot traffic, especially from international visitors who once filled their aisles and checkout lanes. Store closures and reinvention efforts are underway, as Macy's tries to adapt to this new reality. But losing Canadian shoppers is a major blow, and it's not an easy one to recover from. For Macy's, this isn't just a temporary dip in sales, it's a fundamental challenge to their border business model, forcing them to rethink how they attract and retain customers in a changing retail landscape. Without that steady stream of cross-border cash, the future for these iconic stores is more uncertain than ever, leaving many to wonder what's next for Macy's and the communities that have long depended on its presence. Next up, we have JCPenney, a name that's been synonymous with affordable family shopping for generations. For decades, JCPenney was a go-to destination for families looking to stretch their dollar, offering everything from clothing to home essentials under one roof. It wasn't just Americans who flocked to their stores. JCPenney became a key stop for Canadians seeking value, especially those living near the border. For many, a trip to the US meant a chance to score deals unavailable at home. For years, Canadians would make special trips to stock up on clothes, bedding, and kitchenware, filling their trunks with bargains and making the journey feel worthwhile. The cross-border shopping experience was almost a tradition for some families. But times have changed. Now, Canadian retailers like Old Navy, Winners, and Joe Fresh offer similar deals and trendy styles right at home. The convenience and competitive pricing have made it easier for Canadians to shop locally. The unique draw of JCPenney has faded. Why cross the border for basics you can easily find in your own backyard? With less incentive to travel, many Canadians are choosing to keep their shopping dollars at home. As a result, JCPenney's northern stores are seeing fewer Canadian shoppers and noticeably quieter aisles. The once busy weekends have become eerily calm, with empty racks and fewer sales ringing through the registers. The loss of this loyal customer base is accelerating JCPenney's financial struggles, leading to more store closures and empty anchor spots in malls that once buzzed with activity. JCPenney is scrambling to modernize its stores and update its image, hoping to win back shoppers. But without the reliable stream of Canadian revenue, the challenge is steeper than ever. In retail, you can't take any customer for granted, especially when they have to cross a border to reach you. The story of JCPenney is a reminder that even the most established brands must adapt quickly or risk being left behind. Sears, once a retail titan and a household name for generations, has been in decline for years, both in the US and Canada. The company that once revolutionized shopping with its massive catalogs and sprawling department stores is now a shadow of its former self, struggling to survive in a retail landscape it once dominated. Canadians used to cross the border for Craftsman tools and Kenmore appliances, making Sears a destination for quality and value. The iconic Sears catalog was a staple in many homes, offering everything from appliances to clothing. But Sears Canada's collapse changed everything, leaving loyal customers searching for alternatives and ending a cross-border shopping tradition that lasted decades. The brand's credibility evaporated almost overnight, and shoppers quickly found new loyalties with Canadian Tire, Home Depot, and local stores that offered better service and more modern selections. The sense of trust and reliability that Sears once commanded simply disappeared, replaced by a new generation of retailers eager to fill the void. Now the few remaining U.S. Sears stores have lost their Canadian customer base, and even longtime American shoppers are staying away. The once bustling aisles are now eerily quiet, and the parking lots that were once packed are nearly empty. The trust is gone, and the incentive to visit a struggling Sears just isn't there. Shoppers have moved on, and the excitement of a Sears sale or grand opening is now just a distant memory. Each store closure is another chapter in Sears' long, sad story. A story of missed opportunities, changing times, and a failure to adapt to new retail realities. The decline in cross-border shopping didn't cause Sears problems, but it's speeding up the end. The loss of Canadian shoppers is just one more blow to a company already on the ropes. For Sears, the loss of Canadian shoppers is another nail in the coffin, accelerating a downfall that many saw coming but few believed would happen so quickly. The king of American retail is now a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the mightiest can fall if they fail to change with the times. On the luxury end, Nordstrom was once a must-visit for Canadians seeking high-end brands and legendary service. Sensing demand, Nordstrom opened stores in Canada, but the expansion flopped. Stores closed within a few years. The abrupt exit soured the brand's image and forced shoppers to find luxury alternatives at home. Holt Renfrew, Simons, and online luxury sites quickly filled the gap. Now, even with U.S. stores still open, Canadians aren't rushing back. The failed Canadian experiment cut Nordstrom off from a lucrative market. U.S. border stores are left more vulnerable than ever. Sometimes a bold move can backfire, and Nordstrom is feeling the fallout. Target's Canadian expansion is legendary, for all the wrong reasons. Anticipation was sky high, but the reality was empty shelves, high prices, and disappointment. The company closed all 133 Canadian stores in less than 2 years, losing billions and goodwill. The failure left Canadians feeling burned, and the Target mystique faded. Now few Canadians bother crossing the border for a Target run. Local alternatives and online shopping have filled the void. For U.S. Target stores near the border, the crowds are gone. It's a classic case of a missed opportunity with lasting consequences. Best Buy was once the go-to for Canadians seeking electronics deals in the U.S. Price differences made the trip worthwhile, especially for big-ticket items. But online shopping changed everything. Now Canadians can compare prices instantly. Best Buy Canada and online giants have closed the price gap. After factoring in exchange rates and duties, U.S. deals often disappear. The hassle of cross-border shopping just isn't worth it anymore. U.S. Best Buy stores near the border have lost their edge and a key revenue stream. The digital marketplace has made cross-border bargain hunting a thing of the past. Kohl's built a loyal following with exclusive brands and the famous Kohl's Cash. For Canadians, it was a unique, only-in-America experience, until now. Kohl's never expanded into Canada, and that novelty has faded as Canadians shop closer to home. Competitors like Winners, Marshalls, and Hudson's Bay now offer similar deals and experiences. With no stores or online presence in Canada, Kohl's is losing out. Border locations see fewer Canadian plates in the parking lot. For Kohl's, losing international shoppers is another challenge in a tough retail landscape. Even a strong U.S. strategy can falter when customer habits change. So there you have it, 7 major U.S. stores feeling the impact as Canadians keep their dollars at home. The days of relying on cross-border shoppers are fading fast. Canadian retailers offer better convenience, pricing, and selection than ever before. For American brands, it's a wake-up call: adapt or risk being left behind. Which store do you think is in the most trouble? Do you still cross the border to shop? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to iHub for more deep dives. We'll see you in the next video.